Waiting in line at Disneyworld can be one of the most dull and uninteresting parts of any vacation. But what if I could tell you that there were 10 interesting and productive things to do while waiting in line? Let's get into it.
Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata, ain't no passing craze.
Number 1. Find hidden Mickeys. Imagineers are notorious for including hidden Mickeys in their attractions, and there are over 1,000 of them in Walt Disney World alone. Finding hidden Mickeys can be a fun and sometimes competitive game that can be played two ways, either by being really attentive and trying to discover them playing by the rules, or you could do it like me and use the hidden Mickeys of Walt Disney World book as a guide, which is equally entertaining and much easier with little ones who might get frustrated with a lack of findings. Some of my favourites are the cables in the line for Rock and Roller Coaster, the 3 well-positioned watermelons in the queue of the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and the Mickey ear-shaped drawing of a cloud in the background of Slinky Dog Dash. Number 2. Eat/drink. Sometimes waiting in line can be a good time to eat a snack, have a light breakfast or even lunch. There will be plenty of stalls and quick service restaurants within as close as 10 feet of the attraction, and on my most recent trip to Disney World, they were selling popcorn and water bottles inside the attraction. This can end up being really useful, as eating in line can give you 15 to 60 extra minutes in the park. There are bins located at the end of every line and 2 or 3 in the middle, so you never have to take that remaining trash on the ride. Just remember, not all attractions permit this, and it's always better to check with a cast member first. Number 3. In-line entertainment. One of the cool things about waiting in line at a Disney theme park is the games and activities that are embedded in every ride. In Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin, Buzz explains your mission. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train has the spinning barrels in the jewel sorting game. Toy Story Mania has an animatronic Mr. Potato Head. Haunted Mansion and the Tiki Room are arguably the coolest pre-shows across the entire park, and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad has loads of knobs and switches. So, look around. You never know what cool entertainment they'll have in store for you. Pro tip, do not get stuck next to an animatronic. If a ride breaks down when you're next to one of these, give it 5 minutes and then get out of there. Trust me, you can lose sanity spending too long next to them. Number 4. Apply sunscreen. Although this might not be the most exciting thing on this list, it is a good task to do while you're stuck in line and have nothing to do. Plus, this saves time later in the day when you could be doing so many more exciting things. Just make sure you don't use spray on sunscreen, as the people standing in front or behind you won't appreciate it. And remember, you're going to be spending up to 3 hours with these people, so you're going to want to be on their good side. Number 5. Start a conversation. Continuing with the theme of getting on with your in-line neighbours, fellow Disney families can be really fun to talk to. Never be afraid to strike up a Disney-related topic, and the time can really fly by. I recall chatting to the family in front of us in the queue for Splash Mountain, almost as clearly as holding Mickey-shaped ice cream while watching Happily Ever After fireworks. If you're too shy to talk to strangers, then having a conversation with whoever you've come with can lead to some interesting discussions as well. A who would win in a battle debate can be fun for us kids, whereas a simple conversation concerning what ride to go on next can even shave off 10 or 20 minutes. Small tip, never be upset or discouraged if someone doesn't want to talk to you. Their kid could be stressing them out, or maybe they don't do well in crowded spaces. Nevertheless, this shouldn't stop you enjoying your vacation. Number 6. My Disney Experience app. Being stuck in a 40-minute long line for Space Mountain can sometimes be the only time in the day when you aren't busy, so using the time to book reservations, get fast passes, or even check surrounding attractions' wait times can really play to your advantage. An extra bonus is having the luxury to communicate your plans to the rest of the party, and it's even a chance to find out what they want to do. This counts for you book it 60 days in advance Disney goers out there too. Although going on Small World again may mess with your plans, Taking an upset toddler back to the hotel is always less efficient than going on the jungle cruise 10 minutes later than originally planned. Number 7. Play a game. This can be any game you like, whether it be a classic like I Spy or a game that you made up. A game can be the easiest way to pass the time. Some good Disney-themed ones are Disney A to Z. Take turns naming something Disney-related in its corresponding letter. For example, F is Flight of Passage, M is Mickey Mouse, and so on. Another good game is Guess My Disney, which works like this. Somebody chooses a Disney-related topic, and everybody else has to take turns guessing, but the only rule is yes or no questions only. For example, is your Disney-related thing a character? Yes. Are they a princess? No. Are they a prince? Yes. Is it Prince Charming? Yes. And it's as simple as that. Number 8. Music/audiobooks. This one is great for solo travellers, but works for anybody. From jamming to your favourite band's new album, or even listening to a Disney podcast. Taking a minute or 40 to relax and listen can really make the time fly by. Just make sure that you bring headphones. You don't want to be that annoying person who is playing loud rock music in the line for Peter Pan's flight. Trust me, it has happened. Number 9. Play Disney Parks app. This app was specifically designed by Disney for Disneyworld and Disneyland queues, so you know it's going to be good. There are games and challenges for every line. I find this very entertaining, and they're great for those 25-minute waits. They provide interesting trivia, all sorts of questions and games, and I think it's a really good app for kids, and it's sometimes interesting for adults as well, because the questions really differ. Number 10. Read a book. This may sound boring and the last thing you'd want to be doing on your Disney trip, but hear me out. 10 pages can cover 15 minutes, and so by chapter 3, you will only have 3 hours left in the Flight of Passage line. But seriously, it can be a good, easy way to pass the time. This can be any book you want. A good series to read would be Kingdom Keepers. I love these books, and I'll put a link to them in the description. I don't get paid if you check it out. I just think they're a great read. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and subscribe. In the comment section below, tell us what are some of the longest lines you've ever had to wait in, and what did you do to pass the time? And as my pal Mickey would say, see ya real soon.